Hi and welcome to Debunk File. My name is Sep and today we are going to be making an update to one of the most bizarre mysteries we ever covered, the humongous monkey hate community. If you've never seen our first video investigating this incredibly strange phenomenon, we'll catch you up, but if you want to hear it in more detail, I extremely recommend checking out the first video. Basically, the monkey hate community is a pretty self-explanatory title. It's a huge community of people predominantly on YouTube, but most likely all social medias that, well, hate monkeys. There are a couple things about this community that make it just so weird, because if you simply just didn't like a particular animal, I wouldn't really have a problem with that. But the thing is that nearly everyone in the community takes great pleasure out of seeing horrible pain inflicting on these animals. Again, we delved more into this last time and even mentioned specific videos, but in the end we were not able to debunk it, instead coming up with a multitude of theories that could possibly be the answer as to why the people in this community are the way they are. But today, we may have possibly changed things, because Jif was able to actually get in contact with one of the monkey haters, and they explained in great detail their story, and what they believe is the reason for why these people, himself included, act the way they do. This was an incredibly intriguing discussion, as nobody would know why these people act the way they do than one of them. So, without further ado, we're just gonna jump into it. A short while ago, Jif was approached by somebody who understandably prefers to remain private about the fact that they are an actual monkey hater, and wanted to tell their story revolving around their experience with this entire situation, which turned out to be a quite complex one and provided a very strong theory that is undoubtedly better than what we could come up with, especially since it's coming out of the mouth of someone that actually goes through this. This person began with simply stating that they hate monkeys, before getting into a very intriguing beginning to their story, which is the fact that they are deeply concerned about their hatred towards these creatures. This for some reason isn't even something that I began to think about, mostly because of just how horrible the comments I saw were. I'm assuming the people that comment those things obviously don't at all feel bad about their feelings towards these creatures, but I never even began to think about the people that don't really comment anything, and the thought that people could be scared of feeling this way. This person continues talking about just how strange and unsettling it is that he hates these animals so much, and the main reason he was so confused about this was that he actually loves other animals and is strongly against animal cruelty, except for monkeys. He actually had no idea there was a community devoted to hating on these animals, and found the community about 3 to 4 years ago, where he just fell down the rabbit hole. He said that he would constantly just think about what he wanted to do to monkeys, to such a point that it disrupted his work. He also brought up the even stranger fact the vast majority of this hatred is directed towards baby monkeys specifically, and he also despises them the most. When Jif asked him why he hates baby monkeys, he did give a reason, but it does seem to us that he didn't actually know why he hated the babies. With this person being someone that feels so much empathy towards other animals, but feels absolutely nothing at all towards monkeys, he's convinced that this is instinctive, that this is another trait that some people just still have. An incredibly long time ago, and I guess technically still to this day, monkeys were a direct competition towards people, so millions of years ago it would make sense as to why humans, or whatever closely evolved human creature existed at the time, had an instinctive survival trait against monkeys since they were in direct competition. And the person here believes that a small amount of people still have this dormant trait. Jif did ask him if he thought there were any other reasons besides instinct that he believed could be the reason he hated monkeys, and he did give some reasons, such as the admittedly disgusting and overall messed up nature that these creatures have, which is a popular theory regarding the mystery, to which Jif said that monkeys have no sense of empathy, so this reason really doesn't make any sense. That's when this person replied saying that he does understand that concept, but he still doesn't care, to which point it again seemed that this reason wasn't really why they hated these animals. He did give one other theory that is somewhat intriguing though, and that was when he stated that he thinks the hatred could be the underlying violent tendencies that people have, and they're taking it out on an animal that resembles us, but isn't us. The behavior of monkeys would also work to justify this. This is most definitely a solid theory, and while there is admittedly a lack of evidence to it, it would make sense in some cases. It still definitely isn't the theory that the hater we are talking to believes in, which is why I don't find it as likely as his instinct theory, but it could still possibly be true in some cases. Overall, with it all being said, he still isn't exactly 100% sure for why he despises monkeys so much, but he does very strongly believe in the instinctive theory, which I am also inclined to believe because it makes a lot of sense. His violent tendencies theory is certainly interesting, but I feel that it is a little too specific to be the theory for me. The instinct theory is completely grounded and makes perfect sense. The person did have one last thing he wanted to say. He believes that this condition is much more common than we realize, and that was the main reason he wanted to contact us and come up with what he believed was a plausible explanation from someone that actually goes through this at a semi-large scale, so that people could understand more about this incredibly strange phenomenon. Overall, we still can't call this file a debunk, but it is certainly very close. We both really strongly believe in this instinct theory, but in order for us to consider it a true debunk, we'd have to hear more monkey haters come out and agree with the theory as well. If we see a lot of monkey haters actually say that this is why they believe they hate them, then we can consider this one a debunk. Hopefully, people that go through this watch this video and comment their thoughts, as it would be integral in understanding this oddity on a larger scale. So, even more than usual, we would really appreciate it if you shared this video around. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow all of our social medias for updates and exclusive content, all linked in the description. Especially consider becoming a patron, as even $1 a month really helps and you guys get some slick rewards. And of course, make sure to like this video, share this with your friends, and subscribe. As always, my name is Seb from Debunk File. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.